It's always DNS. When it's not DNS, believe me, it is DNS. Even this error is probably DNS fault somehow. Monitoring?
Come on!
Our monitoring is so good. We know exactly when and how things failed 6 hours after the customer tweeted about it. I set up 500 CloudWatch alarms and now my AWS bill is higher than what I am monitoring. Yes, we have very tight security. Even I cannot deploy to production because I am locked out by my own security policies.
What?
DevOps is a mindset. We practice GitOps, which means every emergency requires a pull request, 3 approvals, and don't forget we also pray that CI/CD pipeline doesn't time out. We have a very nice company culture, where people are not afraid of making mistakes. I almost forgot, we are writing blameless postmortems. For example, our last postmortem concluded that the root cause was computers, and the remediation is hoping it doesn't happen again. That's it. We don't need to learn from our mistakes. Yes? Our infrastructure is multi-cloud. Maybe we pay 3 times more for one single S3 bucket, but it's fine because we are multi-cloud. When AWS goes down, we can watch it happen from our Azure dashboard. That's also down. But we always do cost optimization. Recently, we hired FinOps engineer to reduce our cloud costs. Their salary is now our biggest expense after the cloud bill. AWS doesn't have spending limits because they believe in our ability to make good financial decisions, just like my girlfriend, who believed that I will remember our anniversary. I know what you are thinking. No, we're not together anymore. My opinions about Docker. Interesting question. Well, I need to think about it. I like Docker philosophy. I believe that Docker made works on my machine a transferable skill since 2013. Serverless is a very popular term. Serverless is a great technology. In ancient times, we had one big server, but now, thanks to serverless technology, we have 500 tiny servers. Yes, I agree. Lambda is serverless compute service. I love how Lambda cold starts are like surprise performance reviews. Unexpected, painful, and always happen at the worst possible time. To be honest, I am proud of having infrastructure as a code. I open one pull request and wait for 2 hours for Terraform plan job finishes. And I realized that I forgot to run Terraform FMT to format my files. Then I run Terraform FMT, push my changes, and wait another 2 hours for Terraform plan job. See, it's almost half of the day. I'm gonna drink one more coffee and then go home. I see junior engineers are afraid of running Terraform destroy in production, but I want to say that they should be afraid of running Terraform apply, which changes 237 resources. But anyway, HashiCorp changed their license, so now I am migrating to OpenTofu, which sounds like what I want to do to whoever approved this 3 days migration timeline.